Welcome again to a new video of killing everyone silently in a Hitman. But this time I would rather actually name this video trying to kill everyone silently because as you'll see there's quite a bunch of people I wasn't really able to kill. I'll explain this to you as we go along. But I did pretty well. Again, I say this a lot, but I did pretty well in this level actually. I started by cutting out the burning hotel section of this level because well, there's only 3 guards and most of it is scripted, and how you just leave the building through the balcony or through the window, and then it's burning, and you have to go up a ladder, and there's not much happens, so I just cut it out of the video. But there I start really in the middle of the action, and well, I started by picking up this power cord, which is essentially just like the fiber wire, and you can go at people with it. It's essential, really. Without this, doing this challenge is pretty. It's not easy because people hear you when you hear you less with the fiber wire and the power cord. But with normal melee weapons, they hear you further away. So here I'm taking out my first policeman, because this level mostly has police, as the level is pretty much about you escaping. You're a fugitive basically for a crime you didn't commit. Well, oh, here actually this place was lit by an unknown source of light for some reason. And when you go on other places around this part of the level kind of has this bluish filter and color scheme. But here it's like lighter, and yeah, it's strange. Probably left this out in developing the game, I suppose. So yeah, what was I saying on here? Oh yeah, yeah. Well, obviously, 47 is not really a very normal citizen, I would say. Who obeys laws and stuff, because obviously he kills for a living. Although in this episode it's all about a personal story, and 47 having to protect and rescue a girl, and having to fend off his enemies he encounters in this game. So yeah, this was actually the first level demonstrated in a gameplay video at the E3 2011 or 12, I'm not sure. The game actually looked quite different. I wish I could actually post footage of it. Yeah, it's 47 for one. Had the suit was well, the graphics looked a bit different. Notably, the user interface was different. It just looked different, like the weapon icon and the life bar, and there was no scoring system, I believe. I may be I may not be. Well, actually, let me go and have a look, and I'll talk to you about it. See you in a second. Okay, back, guys. Well, actually, this level was demonstrated first at the E3 2011 conference. The game was before it was much darker and much darker shadow effects, and the 47 suit was very shiny, and it looked like he was wearing a leather jacket or something of that kind. And the interface, like I said, was slightly different, smaller icons, and the scoring system was absent from the original 2011 E3 gameplay model. So here, in this level, I was again really learning as I went through, because I had experience doing this level, just completing the level and sneaking my way through enemies without killing anyone, and I did pretty well. I got pretty good at this level, but never tried killing every policeman in the library section. So this guy, actually you have to be careful, because his animation, he looks left and right, he turns around, you never really know what he's gonna do, and you can get spotted pretty easily sometimes.
Got it, we're on it.
So there's this guard coming, so I'm gonna hide in this closet, obviously, and wait for him to come by. Really, the way you should do these things is section out some spots where you can kill guards. Just shave off the smaller bits, and get into the meat of where there's more enemies. If you see what I mean. That's exactly what I did in this library fragment of level. So actually in this spot, if you go forward and behind the bookshelf, and you wait a bit, a guard will come next to it, and if you catch him with the gun hostage, you can unlock a challenge, which is called picking on the new guy, I believe. And it's actually something they demonstrated in the gameplay video in the E3 2011 edition, and yeah, it was so it's like they did a little Easter egg relating to the E3 gameplay video. As you'll see, I'm really doing well, I said I should shave off the bits where there's less guards, and just around the edges, kill the enemies, the edges of the level. So here I'm luring this guy, so there's less people, it gets less crowded. The point is to try and get the place less crowded as it was before. That's always a technique I use when doing these videos. I try and lure them into in a quiet place and mow them down one by one. So here I actually tried again to throw this knife. Didn't attract anyone. So I'd just like to mention about live commentaries. I don't think I will be doing any live commentaries of games for many different reasons. One is that doing a commentary on live video is much more difficult, and it's harder to make the video interesting. So, well, it depends on the person really, but oh, this is an interesting moment. They both turned around. There's two guards on each side, and they both turned around, so I couldn't do anything. So yeah, live commentaries. I talked about it before, but I can't really do it for this particular reason, and I just enjoy post commentaries better because you can take your time, and if you don't know what to say, you can pause the recording and turn it back on and carry on saying things you thought out before. And, so yeah, live commentaries are more tricky, and you don't get well, you could discuss this, but it's a bit less natural in post commentaries. But yeah, some people choose one or the other, and I chose this. And besides, I can't really do live commentaries because I haven't found a way to record myself as I play. And you know, at first I was a bit wary of post commentaries, but it turned out really well, actually. So yeah, here I was really taking my time, sneaking past these guys. I forgot to mention in these videos I use accidents because sometimes it's easier to get rid of someone with accidents. I thought all the guards were gonna come over, but only this guy stayed. Funny enough, when you cause an accident or something, another NPC will approach the dead body, and actually it looks like he's moving there. I don't know if it's a texture flickering but he's pretty much dead. And guards and NPCs in general will stand next to him and say, yeah, I'll call ambulance and stuff. But they never move. That's the point. They see I tried to distract him, and he didn't care. He didn't pay attention to what I did. So there I was just looking around. I was going back to get the scissors on this thing. You can actually throw the scissors on the enemies, and so that's pretty good. They don't try and make it too realistic, and because obviously throwing scissors wouldn't be as easy as throwing a knife, I would suspect. Well, it depends on the. So here, there were actually 4 guards left in this area, and that's pretty good. Well, I ended up leaving 3 enemies because I was a bit scared of screwing up, as you'll notice. Well, you know, again, I just try my best and post it when it feels right, you know. If you want to see someone do it, really kill everyone silently, you'll have to search on YouTube, or if I can do it, I can do it. If I can't, well, I can't, you know. It's a tricky style of playing. I actually took this guy out. I really got paranoid there because he's really in the middle of he's in open sight and there's light and stuff. But yeah, I killed him, and at this point I was thinking about taking out these 2 guys, but another guy was doing walking around in front of them, and I didn't want to risk it, so I left. I left the area. So yeah, as you can hear, the music again is pretty much ambient music. And, the composer for the oh, just a little section here. These two guards you can actually kill with the chandelier by dropping it on their heads. I don't really understand what the point of this is, apart from relating to the E3 2011 video. You would drop a chandelier. What is there? Why not kill these guys? As long as no one gets two ways you can go about this. One way is when you get caught by 47 sort of rushes across and get shot, and then you have to proceed with caution because the helicopter has a better line of sight than the guards themselves. Again, this was in the E3 2011 gameplay demonstration. And, yeah, nice little kill there. He sort of moved to the side. And first seeing this gameplay, actually, well, actually, it wasn't really the gameplay videos that made me fear what this game would become, this franchise would become. Because I like sneaking around and stuff, and it seemed fresh and interesting. And the stealth mechanics were working. Yeah, I couldn't actually kill this guy because the helicopter was
he asked me as a wild goose chase. Per's probably still back in the hotel. Get cremated as we speak.
So I just distracted him with his legs on. It's not fine. It's not fine. And here, going through this door, I actually tried this section. Yeah, as you see, I restarted. I restarted this 3 or 4 times before getting something decent. But as you'll see, it's like it's a killing game basically. When you roam around the place and ghost these enemies and just it's just a fun little game. It's playing with the cops.
Nice place you got here.
But thankfully they didn't get alerted or not a single shot was fired.
Yeah, we'll deal with all this later.
That's pretty
You
good.
seen anyone pass through here? Caucasian man.
Again, there's
bald,
another
dark
funny
suit.
conversation.
That's Philly, bro. We're all from California. You, don't go in. When this is over, we're gonna have a long
You
talk.
can really see that with this level IO Interactive really tried to do an epic moment in the game that gamers would remember. You know? It's not an easy level. It's pretty challenging. Oh, actually, this guy tried to run away, so I had to punch him in the face. As long as I get suspicious, I'm alright. As long as he doesn't flip out and starts firing his gun.
Can't see the pro. Over.
So as you will see, I'm gonna take care of him, and I like this, how everything calms down when you get clear status. So I was gonna talk about QTEs in this game, but you know, it's QTEs. You either like them or you don't like them. But actually, QTEs add a better element of gameplay, in my opinion, because instead of, for example, if you want to take out someone in combat mode, you don't just press a button and wait for a few seconds until it's over. You actually participate more in what you're doing, and pressing these buttons, yes, they're always the same button combinations, but it's more engaging, you know. You sort of have to deal with it. It's really not that bad. I don't think it's a point you should criticize.
Domestic disturbance, right?
That should be criticized. So that's what I wanted to say about QTEs. And I'll leave this out for. Actually, I'll talk about the similarities between my videos and a challenge that appears in this game. The Angel of Death Part 2 challenge from the level Attack of the Saints, which is probably the hardest, well, generally regarded as being the hardest challenge in this game. Because you need to kill, if I'm not mistaken, because I haven't done the challenge yet, I'll explain further why, but you have to kill every enemy in the entire level, all the different sections of the game, without getting spotted and without a body being discovered or something like that, of that nature. Yeah, it's very challenging, I would expect, because Attack of the Saints has loads of guards and many different sections, and there's targets to assassinate, and it's really not, it's really difficult. There's a few videos you can check out on YouTube of people doing it, and it's pretty, it's just like my videos, but actually killing everyone this time, as opposed to failing most of the time, because I know I don't kill everyone in most of these videos, but you know, it's just for fun again, so that's all good, and good fun. This is actually an environment I like, the Shangri-La area. So nice again, with the levels being detailed and varied from one another. Even though most of the game takes place in Chicago and Hope, the Hope city or town, or whatever you call it. Yeah, there's a couple of bodies were found, but there's no really real way to avoid this. When one guard is suspicious, the others are pretty much. Yeah, sorry about that. Someone came in earlier. But anyway, yeah, just playing a game of cat and mouse here, basically. You know, these cops, they're really annoying actually, because they're always moving around. You never know where they're gonna go. And, it's a pleasure taking them out, really. Taking them out one by one. Here's the fire troll again. So, the AI, again, even though I explained how detection cones work and how enemies react to stuff you do, and like running or walking around with a gun or something of that nature, they generally are quite unpredictable. They do strange things sometimes, and sometimes they actually react in a more realistic way. So yeah, as you can see, the video got pretty out of hand by this point, but still, it's the point of the video was still intact, and trying to kill everyone silently, and while killing a maximum amount of people silently. And as you'll see, the reinforcements came and tried to mess things up, but still I managed to get away with what I wanted to do. So I wanted to talk about something else, actually. Yeah, how the game once crashed on me while it was loading a level, and I actually was in the midst of doing a bunch of all the challenges actually. So I did pretty much the levels 1 through 12, which is up until Death Factory level. I did all the challenges, and the game froze on the loading screen, and I had no choice but to restart my PS3, and all the save games were lost, and there was obviously a corrupted save file, and I couldn't do anything to restore it. And, I was quite sad and frustrated, but you know, at least I know I've done it, and I can still carry on the other levels if I want to. But it's something I'm quite scared of doing the challenges, because you can lose all your progress basically because of this one imperfection of this game. Oh, there's a strange part where the guy glitches out, just moving inside. Yeah. So yeah, the video's approaching to its end, so I think I'll wrap things up by saying, yeah, I noticed in watching my videos, replaying them, that I tend to interrupt what I say sometimes, and not come back to it. Sometimes I don't come back to it, sometimes I get back to what I was saying a bit later in the video. I'll try to fix this, I'll try to contain this problem. But, as I said, I'm a beginner in doing commentaries, and I try my best to keep things interesting and as less irritating as possible for most people. I'd recommend everyone to try out commentaries, because it's a good experience, and when you really do it and well, and you actually feel really satisfied, and yeah, it's pretty good feeling. Yeah, I'm new to it, and it's good. It's good. Again, the music is flowing nicely, and it's keeping this atmosphere going. Although there's no real music like in previous Hitman games, where there was the theme song, like for example the theme song in Hitman Blood Money, Ave Maria, which is recognized as by fans as the classic song. A beautiful song too. Although it's not something I would listen to out of this game, but there you go. So it sticks well to the hidden songs. But anyway, time's running out, so I have to leave you. I hope you enjoyed, and see you next time, guys. Bye.